Hey, it's James. Welcome back to the channel. I am the unofficial mayor of Cowboy Country, and I am so glad you are here. Um, this channel is for college sports and pro sports fans, and we got a lot to talk about. I want to talk about how Oklahoma State did. We got the bowl game tomorrow, and I'm cautiously optimistic. There's rumors going around that, the game plan basically is that Ollie Gordon will get the ball a lot, like during the last game. Here, let me fix the lighting to make it a little bit better. All right, so here we go. So what I did was, full confession, I took some time during lunch today and wrote out some statistics that I wanted to talk about, and then I left the paper at work. But I did it during lunch, okay? So the thing I want to focus on is that Spencer Sanders had 2,642 yards. That probably would have been over 3,000 if he had been healthier. I mean, I know people that are Oklahoma State fans don't want to hear this, but the fact is that injuries did hurt us. I have no doubt in my mind, if everybody had been healthy, we would have had at least a 9-win season. Kansas State turned out to be way better than I thought they were. I do think we could have beaten Kansas had Spencer Sanders been healthy, and I think we could have beaten West Virginia if Spencer Sanders had been healthy. Possibly, I can't say Bedlam because he did play Bedlam, but I don't think he was 100% for that either. But he did throw the ball for 2,642 yards, 2,642 yards. So that's not bad. He threw for 17 touchdowns. Dominic Richardson had 543 yards. Now, granted, we had 4 different guys run the football on a semi-regular basis. You had Jaden Nixon, you had Ollie Gordon, and then you had that one guy who transferred from Texas A&M. So, it is what it is. The thing that stands out to me, and I'm going to set this right here. We averaged 296.3 yards per game. Now that's 27th overall as far as passing. That's not bad. That's not where we've been in the past, but it's not bad. The thing that bothers me is that we only had 131 yards, or essentially 131.8 yards per game. That was 65th overall. You got to have more running. And it's just, with the injuries to the offensive line, that's where that really hurt us. And we ended up with 415 yards a game. That's decent. But heck, the defense didn't do so bad. They had 24 sacks overall, and that was tied for 28th in the country. So we were able to pressure their quarterback somewhat. But the 2 stats that really are telltale signs that things did not go as planned this year is we were only 36.3% on third down. That was 64th overall. And our turnover margin, as far as giving the ball away versus taking the ball away, we were -4 total, and that was 59th overall. So things didn't go the way we wanted them to. I have known Robert Allen for over 20 years, and he speaks very highly of Zane Flores and some of these recruits that are coming in and the transfers We did really well overall in the transfer portal. I know at the beginning people were like, oh, the sky is falling. But the truth is, we did well in the transfer portal. I don't like the idea of Spencer Sanders leaving. I don't like putting my stock into a freshman quarterback. Normally. This year, I'll make that an exception because I do believe that Oklahoma State's going to be very good. I'll just tell you right now, I don't think they're going to win the Big 12. If you put truth serum in my water, I would say right now I'd have to pick Kansas State to repeat because Will Howard's going to be back next year. I don't know if they're little. I don't call them little, but just say that dynamite comes in small packages, and they got a really good running back. As far as I can tell, they're going to have a lot of this year's team back next year. So I have to go with Kansas State. The one saving grace is that Kansas State has to come to Stillwater in 2023. So, and OU has to go to Stillwater in 2023. So, but you got to go to Texas Tech and you got to go to Texas. Well, to Texas won't be too bad. I can tell you from my own experience, since I did go to a game there when they played West Virginia, that the Texas fans really, in the second half, were not into the game. There were more people around me were more busy looking at their phone, talking to their neighbor, drinking a beer, eating food, when they should have been cheering for their team because West Virginia actually outscored Texas in the second half. So there's a reason I'm not worried about playing at Texas. The fans they just have this kind of relaxed attitude. And one thing I learned while being there, and it was really weird, I said, well, why don't you do something for first downs? Like every stadium I've ever been to, like the Frogs, at TCU, they were like, it's good for Frogs first down, and all the fans, would get up and same with Kansas State, same with Kansas, same with Sooners. Any place I've ever seen a football game, the team would always talk, and the Texas fans around me were like, oh, that's too high school. We don't do things like that. Okay. Little full of yourself. But anyway, so be it. That's the culture there. We'll say they got good food, really good food at their baseball games. Unfortunately, this year Oklahoma State will be, Texas will be at O'Brate, and I'll have to, if I want to see that, I'll have to drive all the way up to Stillwater to see it. But I'm just telling you, I'm not worried about playing at Texas next fall. They won't have Bijan Robinson at running back, and in my opinion, he was as good, if not better, than Ricky Williams. So, later this week, I do have some good news. I forgot to tell you. Thursday, since I can't afford to go to Arizona, I'm going to Florida next month for my mom's birthday. But I got pretty cheap tickets to go see the Alamo Bowl Thursday night. So I'm going to be there, yes, as a loyal Big 12 soldier rooting on Texas Tech against Ole Miss. So I'm going to do a video of the inside of the Alamo Bowl while I'm there. So that's coming Thursday. Friday, on my way up to Oklahoma to go see my amazing daughters, And I'm so proud of the young women that they have become. And they're all taken, guys. So don't even go there. But on my way up, I realized I've been inside of AT&T Stadium, Jerry World, but I've never done a video of it. So Friday, my goal is to drive up and do a video of that. I'm also going to, if I got time, I may stop in Waco and see if there's enough of a difference to do an update on the Baylor basketball arena situation. I mean, they've been busy beavers down there. They have been working hard on that arena. I might do that. Saturday, when I go visit my one daughter in Tulsa, I'm also going to go to the University of Tulsa and do that stadium. So I got 3 good videos coming later this week. So you won't want to miss it. I hope by looking at these other stadiums, it really can give you a clear understanding that Boone Pickens Stadium is truly one of the best football stadiums in the entire country. Now, granted, when I go to Florida next month and I actually get to see Doak Campbell, Florida State in person, if the pictures are as good as, if it's in person as good as the pictures are, that thing is amazing. And the Swamp's pretty good too, but the Swamp at Florida Gators, the Swamp is a lot like other stadiums where one side looks real pretty and it's got a lot of glass and brick and then they got statues of different Heisman winners and all that stuff. They got one statue for Steve Spurrier. But then the other side is a little bit more utilitarian and I don't want to say plain, but just not as fancy as the one side. Where Boone Pickens Stadium looks good on the north side, the west side, and the south side. So that's a clear advantage that Oklahoma State has over most football stadiums. Florida State, Louisville, I would say, look really good. And Louisville, I think, has a clear advantage over Oklahoma State because they have chairbacks for every single fan. And you may not want to hear this, but University of Oklahoma, the Sooners, these knuckleheads, I'm kidding. They're all right. When I sat in those upper deck seats inside a Gaylord Family Memorial, I had a chairback seat in an upper deck section. You can't find that at Boone Pickens Stadium. You have to be in the middle where and you got to pay a pretty penny to sit in those seats. So, just saying. If somehow we could make it where there's chairbacks in all the seats inside of Boone Pickens Stadium, I think that would be amazing. To have that whole sea of orange seats. I think that'd be pretty cool. That's just me. I love the color orange. If you are new to the channel, please hit like and subscribe. Like I said, I got a lot of good stuff coming later this week, and I want the channel to be good. I want to provide you with good content. I want to give you a reason to watch. So and tomorrow we'll do. I'll be up late, but we'll do a response to good or bad what happens in the bowl game. So let's hope for good. So anyway, thank you for watching. I appreciate everybody who watches, who is a subscriber, and I hope you have a great week. And as always, go Pokes. Let's beat Wisconsin. Bye.